Domestic abuse is a pattern of behavior which involves violence by one person against other. This includes physical, verbal, economic, religious, sexual abuse, etc. This abuse affects the person involved and the ones that surround that person. Domestic violence affects men, women, and children. A wife or female partner is more commonly the victim of such violence. In some countries, wife beating is often seen as justified, particularly in cases of actual or suspect infidelity on the part of the woman, and may be supported by laws. Both partners may also engage in abusive or violent behavior, or the victim may act in self-defense. Women who experience domestic violence, at least in the developed world, are often openly encouraged to report it. Argued that domestic violence against men is most often unreported because of social norms and pressure against such reporting. The government is implementing hotlines where the victims can call and report the abuse. This is urgent because the abuse causes high amounts of stress, fear, and anxiety. Depression is also common, as victims are made to feel guilty for provoking the abuse and are frequently subject to intense criticism. It is reported that 60% of the victims meet the diagnostic of criteria for depression, either during or after termination of the relationship, and have greatly increased risk of suicide. Those who are battered either emotionally or physically often are also depressed because of feeling of worthlessness. These feelings often persist long term, and it suggests that may receive therapy for it because of the heightened risk of suicide and other traumatic symptoms. The World Health Organization has stated that the women in abusive relations are at higher risk of getting AIDS. In conclusion, the domestic abuse affects the victim and the person that surround the affected. The implemented solutions will be helpful and will reduce the damage, but the journey of completely extinguish the problem will be hard, but it will help a lot the person that suffered these problems.